Reality Estate first came about as a result really of a visit we had from a friend of ours. Came over from Boston in the US, name's Zara, and she's a peace campaigner. Now her son was killed 12 years ago, and which is more than any mother should have to bear, but somehow she did, and since then she's sort of campaigned in Boston and the States against the violence that's been in a community. So she came over here for a visit with her son, Matthew, her other son. I spent a couple of weeks here. We had an amazing time together. But the thing they sort of went back to the States with was this kind of slogan that they picked up from working with us over here, which was "Find your voice." Tragically, about 5 weeks after they got back to the States, Matthew himself was murdered. Sort of acts of street violence, and Reality Estate then kind of started to be born, I suppose, in our minds, because we kind of wanted to react to it in some way, because it was such a intense experience for everybody involved, and we really were concerned about the violence over in the States that being translated over here. So this whole idea about finding your voice came up, and when the opportunity came up to look at doing a large-scale project around the Curiosity Shop and the estates around there, we just came up with this idea about literally giving people a voice and giving people a platform to articulate that voice to a wider world. So that's what Reality Estate was about, really. The idea is that the text and the words for the songs are the real voices of the people that live around kind of Five Ways, Red Brick Estates. Because we want to give people a different idea of what it's like to live in the inner city. You start to say, living in the inner city, people start to think ghetto, they start to think street violence, I don't know, crack dealing, all that kind of stuff. And, which is a part of any community, but there are many other aspects that need to be recognised and celebrated. And that's partly what we want to do. What are these people's lives really like, and what do they want to tell the world about it? So that's what the idea behind it really was all about. Well, we don't really know what it's going to look like on the night, but what we do know is it's going to be extraordinary. We're working with some amazing people. The choirs, professional quality alongside the sort of community choirs that we're developing. So there'll be a real range of sort of music, and the composers are incredible. The people that are working on the drama side are absolutely amazing, and I'm really excited to see what sort of performance elements that it develops. We've got George working on the video, on the virtual choir, and having worked with him before, the quality of the stuff he does is just incredible. So putting all these elements together alongside the sort of skills that we've got, and the kind of commitment from the artists that we've got, and the commitment from the local community, it can't fail, as far as I'm concerned, to be something really, really special. And that's what we're looking for, is something really, really special that, in 5 years' time, the people that live on that estate are going to still remember it. Too often, sort of these sort of places are kind of neglected and overlooked, and being where it is as well, in the sort of shadow of town and Broad Street and all that activity, and yet being kind of so neglected, it's about time, these people got some kind of opportunity to get the focus on them and show actually that they're just as special as anybody else out there.